Studio owners that are looking to grow their programs, there are three questions that if we can answer those questions, it helps us to grow your studio in a significantly more efficient way without a lot of the risk or stress that most studio owners go through as they're getting stuck at plateaus. Question number one is, what should I actually be charging for my tuition rates based on what I have in my area and how competitive it is in my area? Now, what most studios, of course, have done, they've gone around and looked at what everybody else in town is charging and then set their tuition rates, making a judgment based on that. But there's a much more sophisticated way of figuring out if you made the right choice when you set your tuition rates. And this is one of the most important things that we need to do if we're going to grow the business efficiently. Question number two is, with the programs that I have in place right now, how many students should I actually have enrolled? What is a reasonable goal for enrollment with the size of studio and the number of classes and the types of programs that I'm offering? Once we know the answer to those two questions, we can do some pretty significant financial stuff and figure out profit margins and make some cool projections into the future. We'll walk you through that and show you how we do that. Question number three now is, okay, now that I know those first two numbers, what do I do with that? What is the most efficient way for me in my current situation to implement things so that I can hit those numbers as quickly as possible? We've put together what we call a studio calculator call that we're offering right now at no charge. Click on the link below. You'll be taken to a page where you can sign up for a time to join us on one of those calls. On those calls, we're helping studios to answer those three questions. We'll show you how we're doing it in our own seven-figure studios and how we're growing those studios year after year. How much should I actually be charging for my tuition? How many students should I have enrolled? And what's the most efficient way for me to hit those first two numbers? So click on the link below and find a time that works for you to join us on one of those calls.